Hello and welcome to a two-part series on calendar sharing from Valley Apps. My name is Andrew and I'm going to go through today sharing your calendar, accessing your calendar online, and accessing it in Outlook and using those shared calendars in Outlook. First part of our lesson, the first part of our demonstration, today is going to be on the website and on the internet, showing you how to access your calendar online and set up sharing and enable other users to be able to create events, manage your calendar if you'd like, or just see events that are on your calendar. This is a neat way of actually sharing your calendar outside the organization as well as inside. If you have people like you have distribution lists that are outside the organization that you want to set up a calendar for, you can do that, and I'll go through that here in a little bit. First, I want to show you how to log into your calendar on the internet. Go to your web browser, whether it be Explorer, Firefox, Chrome, Opera, Safari, depending on what kind of computer you use and what your preferences are as far as browser. I'm going to use Firefox for this example, and I'm going to go to, in the address bar, I'll just click on that and highlight everything and start typing calendar.vbsmortgage.com. I don't have to type in any of the HTTP or any of that kind of stuff. No www, just calendar.vbsmortgage.com. Hit enter, and that's going to take me to a proprietary site for VBS Mortgage where I'll log in to my account. You should all be able to access your. You should all know your login as your username. And for this example, I'm going to use Jimmy Russell and your password. And if you don't have your password, ask Katie for it. She has your passwords. Let me type in the password, hit enter, and this takes you directly to your calendar on the web. This is a way for you to access your calendar on the web if you're outside the office, and to do things such as sharing and things like that, you're going to have to manage your calendars from this website instead of from Outlook. Outlook is basically connected to this calendar. It's not part of it. You can't make settings changes in Outlook and expect them to reflect on your web calendar, because this is the base calendar of your account. And Outlook basically just takes a snapshot of this every so often. I think it's like every 10 or 15 minutes, and pulls this down off the internet and puts it in your Outlook calendar. Any information that you create in Outlook is pushed and pulled up and down. That way it's backed up. Like I said in the meeting before, your email, your calendar, your contacts are all backed up. If your machine dies, you're still able to access them at a different time once your machine is fixed or replaced. For today's example, let me do something real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Now, if you'll notice over here on the left-hand column, you've got your month calendar here. It's a snapshot of the month, so you can kind of see what the weeks are and where the days are. And down below here you have my calendars, or your calendars. Your calendar is going to be named with your full name, just like your email address has your name associated with it as your display name. And you'll see this little arrow, down arrow right here, and this is what you want to click on if you want to go ahead and share your calendar out. You'll see some options here, but what we want to work with today is share this calendar. This takes you to options to where you can share this calendar out with others. And if you have questions, you can always click on these links right here, or even pass over them, and you will see a window pop up, or it'll open up a tab giving you some information on sharing, what your options are, what the controls actually do. This might work. But anyway, if you want to share this with others, you can share it here by clicking on this. You can decide whether to share it with everyone at VBS Mortgage, and if you want to make it public, you can do that as well. For today's exercise, we're going to share it with a specific person, and I'm going to use Terry as an example, and I'll start typing her email address in here, and I'll pick this one here. And basically that adds her in as someone I'm specifically sharing this calendar with. Now I have options as far as how I want to share it with her. She can either make changes and manage sharing, or she can just make changes to events, or I can just allow her to see events that I create, or I can allow her to see events that have no details, just shows her the time of the event, and that's all. So for this exercise, we're going to allow her to see all event details. I want to share all those with her. I'll click Save right here. This is very important. Make sure you click Save after you make all the changes. Okay, now that calendar is shared with Terry. Secondly, I might want to create another calendar. Okay, and I can go down here right underneath my calendars. You'll see Add, and this is where you would add a calendar or create a calendar. Takes me to the Create Calendar setup screen here, and I'm just going to call this Closings. Put in, if I want to put in a description for someone that might be looking at this calendar, I can do it here. I can set a location so people know exactly where those closings are taking place, if there is a specific location. Okay, make these other settings as far as country and time zone. And I can also share this calendar from here as well. And instead of making it public or allowing everyone at VBS Mortgage to see it, I'm going to share it with a specific person again, and it's going to be Terry. Okay, and I'll pick her off the list. Okay, and for this calendar, I'm going to allow her to make changes to events. This way she can create events on this calendar. I might not have time at some points to do that, so I want to be able to allow her to do it. She deals with the closings maybe more than I do, and I want to allow her to be able to do that. So I want to create this calendar. And I'll create that calendar, and you'll see it pop up right here. It's green. It's called Closings. Okay, and it's already shared out. But if you wanted to share it with other people, you could do it the same way you did with your calendar. Just go here to share this calendar, add in specific email addresses, and then that allows other people and then you can control how you want them to be able to share. If you want just them to see it, then you can just allow them to see it, or you can make it public if you want to. You can change that setting as well. I'm going to go back to calendar, okay, and for part 2 we're going to move into Outlook. So part 2 will be coming up very shortly. I'll be right back.